So in this season, we got work to do. And it's not time to be sitting on our hands. It's not time for us to be worrying about what somebody is not doing or we think somebody should be doing. We have work to do. I'm just going to put it that way. We have work to do. Russell Jenkins, good morning, my brother. Good morning. And here's the thing about it. And I want to start off with this before we get into the news and everything. I want to start with this. The inauguration was the other day. And, I understand this is a transfer of power and everything like that. And then people are going to do what they feel is best for them to do. Let's just put that out there first. People are going to do what they feel is in their best interest to do. And there was a lot of pushback when people found out that Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, Nelly, and some other people were going to perform at some pre-inauguration balls for Donald Trump. My question is, why are y'all shocked? Why are y'all shocked? Yeah, I mean, here's what you have to remember. And I was telling my buddy this last night. Shout out Josh. Here's the thing about these entertainers, athletes or any of the like, and some of your friends that you know. Most of them, when they decide to do something like this, their money has already been made off of you, the consumer, with gin and juice, hot in here. And then Rick Ross, I don't know a lot of his music. I'm not a big fan, but you see what I'm saying. These people have made their money off you, the consumer, already. They could give up about how you feel about them performing for this man, because whatever they're paying them is much greater than what your concern is or how you feel about them. Whether you buy another album, whether you support any of the shows they're on, any of the like, they could care less. And that's where I think we need to step back for a minute and say, well, let me just put it this way. Harriet Tubman said it best from what we know through history. I would have saved more slaves if they realized they were slaves. I would have saved more slaves if they had realized that they were slaves. Now, I may be paraphrasing, I may be getting that wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Because here's what you have to understand. People get to a point in their lives where they think they're bigger than. And when you talk about some of these people, you have to look at it and say, that's who they are. They're showing you, when they show you who they are, believe them. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Ain't no use in getting mad now. We knew who these people were from the beginning. They made the money off you, entertaining you. So what makes you think they're not going to make money off them when they decide to entertain them? Russell Jenkins, Snoop went in hard on people that was to perform for him last time. Yes. And if you notice, he went in hard on anybody who was performing for Donald Trump back then. What changed? Oh, mighty dollar. Mighty dollar. And the bottom line is he looking at it like, y'all can't do nothing to me. I'm not worried about you. You don't pay my bills. You don't do anything for me, but you're a consumer. And that's what you're viewed as a consumer. Terrence Collins, good morning, my brother. Good morning. Appreciate you. You're a consumer. So it's no different than when we talk about, and I've talked about this many times before, and I'm going to bring it up again. When we talk about the Gucci and how they were following them around stores and then one of them buying in there, or we couldn't afford it, or the Tommy Hilfigers and all these different people, these designers that don't make clothes and make products for us, but we buy them, we advertise for them, we walk around with their names plastered all over our chest and all this kind of stuff. And then we get mad when we find out that they don't like you, but at the same time, you're still walking around with their name on your chest. But then when there's a African-American black designer or a business or to speak on the show where you got people who won't tune in here, who know me, that won't tune in here to support what I'm doing here, but will run and support everybody else that they've never met a day in their life. This is what we do, and this is some of the things that we have to work on in this season. Don't worry about them. If they gone, they gone. Don't worry about trying to bring them back. Don't try to worry about convincing them that they're thinking wrong or they doing wrong. No. If they gone, let them be gone. Because what you're going to find out, the more you try to bring them back, the more frustrated you're going to get. The more frustrated you're going to get, the more you think your work is in vain. Let it go. Some people are not meant to be in this fight with us. Some people are meant to be fought against. And that's where you have to look at. You can't bring it. You can't save everybody. You can't save everybody. Willis Cheney, good morning, my brother. Good morning. Melvin Jackson, on point. Appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the continued support. But those are the things that I look at when we talk about the inauguration just happened. And here, I seen some people disparaging or talking about Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood ain't worrying about them people. You know how much Carrie Underwood makes every time they play the song that she does for Sunday Night Football, whichever one it is? She makes $1 million every time it plays before the game starts. She makes $1 million for the intro. Do you think she's worrying about you mad at her because she went to sing at the inauguration? This is where we got to get our own way and stop worrying about these little things and concentrate on the big things, which we're going to get into here shortly. But I just wanted to bring that up because there comes a time where we have to step back and look at ourselves in a different light and say, you can't save who don't want to be saved. And then here's a prime example. We talked and felt so badly about O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson. There's all kind of entertainers and people and celebrities that we look at that feel, and you know that word I don't like to use when they call them this and that and, you know, sellouts and coons and all that. I don't like to use that because at the end of the day, they're doing what they choose to do. They don't consider themselves sellouts. What they consider themselves is doing what they choose to do. And we need to look at it the same way. But if we look back, O.J. Simpson turned his back on the African-American community until he had that murder charge. And then when he had the murder charge, we as a black community surrounded behind him and said, oh, it's injustice. He didn't do it and this and that and this and that. And then he went to jail. I mean, he got off. Then he got tried for something else, went to jail. And then when he came back out, he was right back to being the O.J. Simpson we knew before he had the murder charge. What do you want to do? Don't spit in my face and tell me it's raining. This is where I say we got work to do in this season. And the work is on us. The work is on us to do with ourselves in order to fight these injustices that are coming down the pipe. No way around it. There's no way around it. We got work to do, and it's going to be a collective work. You got to work on yourself, but it's collective is how we're going to get past all this and be able to move forward. So be ready, buckle up, get ready, because it's about that time. Trent Branch, good morning, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in.